I want to talk about the TBS Tournament of Laughs because we are no longer on the show. And we were robbed. And I love Jim Norton. And I respect him, and I hope he wins. He's going up against Piff the Magic Dragon. What an honor. And here's the reality. We got to the Final Four, and we were let go. It hurts me. What's your dream out there? Do you have one? Because my dream was to win the Tournament of Laughs on TBS. When I got into comedy, when I first started doing it in a coffee house, there was also a tattoo parlor in Long Island, New York. Okay? Where people would go in with like tattoos of fucking some ex-girlfriend and they had to get them made into something patriotic. You know? Can you, her name's Kerry. Can you cover that up and put Blue Lives Matter? Please? And I started there. And when I started there, I dreamed that one day there'd be a pandemic. I prayed. I said, hopefully a decade into comedy, right as I'm starting to sell tickets, there'll be a pandemic. It'll shut down the whole operation. None of us will be able to leave our homes. We'll only be able to upgrade lo-fi sketches. And we'll have to and not just to enjoy them, to compete with each other. That's what matters. Comics competing with each other during a pandemic. Not to raise money for anything, just to do it. So I dreamed of this, and it was my life's work. I fought, and I worked, and I said to myself, if we do the right things, and if China leaks a bioweapon that the U.S. and China probably invented together, the only time they're going to... How great is it going to be when we find out the only time that we ever got along with China is when we created coronavirus? Because that book's coming out in 5 years. Coronavirus was created at like some like U.S. joint China thing. I guarantee you we're involved with China, and there's definitely a photo of fucking us and China eating ramen and with a bat, and we said, look at this motherfucker, we're just having fun. It was some like weird convention for fucking, bio research DARPA fucks. And they created and cooked up this thing. I guarantee it. It's coming out in a few years, that book, by the way. And I said, hopefully that happens because I want to be in a position where I can compete Tournament of Laughs. So we made it to the finals. We didn't think we were going to make it there. The competition was fierce. I mean fierce. These other comics were, on drugs, in homeless shelters, uploading videos on their iPhones. We didn't think we could beat them. How could we know that we were going to be able to beat them, I don't know. We went up against Fortune Feimster one. I don't know what happened. I don't know what her video was. She was stuck in a revolving door. I don't know. It's not my fault. It's not my problem. I respect her. The point is this. We won. We persevered. Okay? And then we got to the finals to do battle with Norton. And whatever Piff the Magic Dragon is, and he's won America's Got Talent or something. I don't know. Good for him. I should dress up like a magic dragon. Now, you know what I was thinking, by the way, David Dobrik goes around and gives people and the FaZe clan and FaZe Rug, whoever these people are, FaZe COVID, whoever they are, they give people the Lamborghinis. I said to myself, what if I went around and instead of giving people a Lamborghini, I give them like a stern talking to? Like when somebody's working at Starbucks, instead of showing up with a Lamborghini, I show up, I drag them outside and they're getting really excited. They're like, what am I going to get? And I go, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Let's talk. Why do they cry when they get the car, by the way? I know I've brought this up. Why do you cry? Now you got to go to you got a Starbucks with a Lamborghini. Now everybody hates you. Your life is still shitty. You can just get to the horrible job faster. Thank you for getting me this car that's going to get stolen and smashed, and so I can race to my job that I hate faster. Thank you so much. I'm crying. Thank you for this Lamborghini that a company gave you to give me. Thank you. Tim Dillon doesn't do that. I show up with a Chris Hedges book, America the Farewell Tour, and I say, there you go. No price on knowledge. How about that? I think that's a good show. What if I follow David Dobrik around and I give him beaters, like old cars that people have died in, where there's like blood and guts? What if I give David Dobrik police cars that were burned in the riots? just to, he looks like a chipmunk. You want to eat his face. That's why he's so goddamn successful. Everyone I insult on the show I want to be, by the way. Ellen, David Dobrik, the Mossad. So we get to the finals of Tournament of Laughs, which is literally the only thing we've ever really tried for. I mean, hard we tried.
Yeah.
We made it past levels and layers. And yes, you're telling me, Tim, you never told anyone to vote. You barely posted a link. You didn't know when the show was on. The website kept crashing. Your aunt, who supports everything you do, referred to the show as a total embarrassment. My aunt said it was so bad it was literally confusing. She didn't know it was a show, That's good. But I loved it. I love being a part of it. I love having the honor of being, because I've loved TBS. Get up the shows TBS has done. Get up what TBS has done now. You're lucky your ass got edited on that channel. Get up what TBS has done. The Samantha Bee Show, thank you very much, the best political satire that's ever been made. Why? Because she's yelling and it's about Trump. That's what she does. It's Trump. Yeah. Yes, I was happy to be on a network that had Angie Tribeca. Yes. Pull up Angie Tribeca, please. It's an American comedy television series. Tribeca leads a squad of LAPD detectives who investigate the most serious cases, from the murder of a ventriloquist to the rash of Baker suicides. Angie works best alone. The only problem, she has a new partner, Jay. The squad also includes apoplectic Captain Chet Atkins, quirky, bespectacled medical examiner Dr. Monica Scholes, and Detective DJ Tanner. This was my favorite show. Okay? What else have they done up there? They just buy shows from other places. What about Miracle Workers? Fuck yeah. Bring up Miracle Workers on TBS.
Okay.
This is what Daniel Radcliffe was in. Miracle Workers on TBS. Man, frustrated with the current state of Earth, God has pretty much given up to focus on petty hobbies. Thinking the end might be near, two determined angels try to change his mind. Craig and Eliza, low-level angels responsible for handling all of humanity's prayers, must convince their boss to save humanity and answer their most impossible prayer yet. Help two humans, Laura and Sam, fall in love. The 7-episode limited series based on Simon Rich's book turns a perception of heaven upside down. Do you people understand what an honor it was to be on this network that had shows like Samantha Bee Yells About Trump, Angie Tribeca, and whatever the hell this was, with Daniel Radcliffe and Steve Buscemi were on it. And Lorne Michaels produced it. Well, boo-hoo. Good. It's great. Anyway, I have no beef with Lorne Michaels, by the way. I'm available. Email me. I'll delete this whole show. I will delete this whole show, sir, if you get behind my career. I'll act like it never happened. I'll walk into the green room of Ellen and just throw hot acid in those fucking bitches' faces. If Ellen comes back, I will be the person who sprays mace at the segment producers if they get mouthy. So we've already established TBS is a phenomenal channel. We were lucky to be on it, okay? Lucky. And we got to the finals. And then we said, let's kick it up. Let's kick it up a little bit. Let's not do the normal, what we're doing, you know, how we usually work together and just it's me and him. We hired a crew. We hired lights. We had producers. We had about a crew of 8 people to do these sketches. Literally that I spent $30,000 producing each one of these sketches, which I will show for you right now. They're going not yet. I don't mean right now. I mean broadcast right now in 38 minutes. I'm kidding. It's coming soon. But I want to set the stage. I spent $30,000 of Whitney Cummings' money buying producers, editors, writers. We had the best team. I mean, these people, they had been behind the best shows. Angie Tribeca, the big guys. Samantha Bee yells about Trump. All the good shows. We hired the best people. Okay? DPs and line producers. You people don't know. You're not in the biz. But we got everybody. We got everybody. We got the guys who made the videos of Abu Ghraib, of them raping people, which Seymour Hersh said they have, and then the CIA destroyed. We got those guys to do the videography. They were the same people on Epstein's Island. We got those people. The people that installed the blackmail equipment in Little St. James came and they helped us make these videos because they understand how to, when something is high stakes, they get it. They get it. So that's who we got. We spent a lot of money. Yes, was it morally questionable? Sure. But we wanted to win because this was my dream. We poured our heart and soul into it. We took a week to write. A week. Ben came over. We stayed 1 week. We didn't sleep. We used drugs, Adderall, cocaine, whatever. We were huffing household cleaner. Anything to write these sketches. We were tripping mushrooms, LSD, ayahuasca. We were wandering around the desert. Our third eye was open. We were talking to God and the aliens. Everything that we could do to enrich ourselves so that that our bodies and minds would be used as vessels. And that those vessels would be able to deliver a message from another world, maybe, to the people of Earth. That, the highest level of art. Art in the sense of the priest and the shaman. That's what we were doing. We wanted to have a religious experience. These sketches, we put more work into these sketches than anything. And they refused to air them on television. They refused to air them on television. And I literally do not understand why. These are the most intelligent sketches. They are smart, they are sharp, and they show that we not only took this show seriously, but we have respect for the craft of comedy and for the great network of TBS who brought you great shows like Samantha Bee yells about the President of the United States for 28 minutes, and then Angie Tribeca, which I've never seen. Don't start messaging me. Angie Tribeca's not even that bad. If somebody out there right now is like, oh, you're shitting on Angie Tribeca. You better understand. Angie Tribeca was kind of, I've never watched it. We're going to play the first sketch now. This sketch took 4 days to shoot. How many to edit? 3?
3 or 4, yeah.
In an editing room, you had 3 editors working with you.
Mm-hmm.
Day and night.
Day and night.
And they refused to put this on television on the TBS network. So now we're going to show you this sketch, which literally I've never worked harder at anything than I have doing this. And I submitted it to the TBS network, and they did not air it on television. And I want to know why. And and maybe some of you could let me know, because when you see this, you're going to see how hard we fucking worked. Hey, look at this guy over here. Yeah. My name is Frank Fauci. I'm Tony Fauci's son. In Italy, what we do is we go right in the bath like this. We're going to bath. In Italy, you ever go to Italy? You gotta go to Italy. In Italy, we go right to the bath. Forget about it. Don't be stupid. Forget about it. Oh yeah, forget about it. Hey, my father gonna figure it out. My name is Frank Fauci. The Fauci family name
I have a lot of pride in that. Don't be stupid. Forget about it, this coronavirus. Hey, look at this guy over here. Yeah. My name is Frank Fauci. I'm Tony Fauci's son. He's the fucking doctor. Tony Fauci's the doctor. Forget about it, eh? Hey, coronavirus. Hey, forget about it, right? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hey, what are you gonna do? My father, Tony Fauci. The country's in good hands. Daddy gonna handle it. Come on down. Daddy gonna handle it. He gonna get everybody vaccinated. Come on, don't worry about nothing. Forget about it, eh? Hey, come on. Tony Fauci. When I was growing up, my father used to say, hey, little Frankie, you better get your vaccine. I make my favorite drink like this. I put the water from the sink like that, okay? And then I put it in here like this. Forget about it. I take it through the brush. I stir it like that. Forget about it. Tony Fauci's son, Frank Fauci. Yeah, look at this guy here. Look over there now. Look at this guy. Yeah, he likes it. Oh. Forget about it.
It is an insult to me and to you and to the time we spent on that was not aired on television. Truly. And if the CEO of that company and the producers of that show do not recognize that for what it is, then I don't want to be a part of it. If you do not recognize that sketch, and if you don't see the hours that we put into that, if you can't tell the manpower, if you don't understand the team of people that we assembled to put something like that together, because we respect this show and the network, if you don't get it, am I wrong here when I say that when you watch that sketch, you think to yourself, how in God's name did they do it with only 30 grand? How did they come up with this? We're doing Game of Thrones level shit here on champagne taste on a beer budget. I mean, now that sketch, I was Dr. Fauci's son, Frank Fauci. And that was written and rewritten, and we had a team of writers kind of coming up with those lines. And yes, there was a lot of repetition of the forget about it. Yes, there was. But it was driving a point home, okay? About the natural state of chaos that is the world, and that you have to, quite literally, forget about it, which I thought was a pretty good message to deliver to TBS. The cowards at TBS did not want to put that on the air. And to me, little upset at the producer that we worked with who lived in a small shanty by the 405 who we used to FaceTime with. She lived literally, her balcony was in lane 2 of the 405. And every time I had to FaceTime with her, I'd go, are you okay? I'm a little upset that she didn't fight harder to get that on the air. I'm a little upset at my friend Maureen, who decided to greenlight the show and then move to Canada, move to an igloo for 7 months and abandon us all. Abandon the artists. What about the artists? Okay, we don't deserve this. The people working on Ellen, yes, they deserve what they got. That's different. We're going to show the second sketch. Now, the second sketch was even harder. The degree of difficulty. Have you ever watched the Olympics? You ever watched the Summer Olympics? Me and my father used to like the Winter Olympics because the speed skaters had fun names like Hey Chavo. Now, and it wasn't racist, we like to say them, Hey Chavo, and we'd eat ice cream pints of Haagen-Dazs and watch the Winter Olympics, and then people would fall and whatever, and then the skier had a fun name, Peekaboo Street. She was a white chick. And then there were other good names too, I forget. we always liked watching the Russian gymnasts because, we knew that there were stakes. And when they didn't stick that landing in gymnastics, they went back to Russia and they were literally the shame of a nation, and then their families would be assassinated. And we felt like that, we liked that, And when I would watch the Olympics, you would see those gymnasts and they'd have to stick the landing. You'd have to stick it. You couldn't step back. You have to stick that landing. You couldn't stumble and fall. And I feel like with this next sketch, we stuck the fucking landing. We did a brilliant sketch that was complex, that was layered, that had multiple meanings. We had a lot going on in this sketch. And if you know us, that's not what we usually do. We usually do like a minute or two fun topical thing. This was a real narrative piece that we put together that the cowards at TBS refused to air, thereby robbing us of our rightful victory and our place in the, I imagine, the Television Hall of Fame. I don't know, but I'm just guessing that that's where we would have ended up. So without further ado, I'm going to play you maybe the greatest piece of art that me or Benjamin will ever produce in our lives. And again, the cowards at TBS would not let you see this, but we will right here on the Tim Dillon Show.
I just came home, right? And look here. This lady's going through my mail. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the owner of this house.
So what? I'm a neighbor in the community, and I go around and I read people's mail to help them. Who do you think you are? What are you, crazy? You go back to your own country, you British bastard! You goddamn limey Brit! You go back to your own country!
You've gone full mental.
I'm not mental, you're mental! We beat you in the Civil War! We beat Britain in the Civil War!
Son of a...
Is that your dog?
Yeah?
I'm gonna kill your dog!
My God.
I'm gonna kill your dog, you stupid fuck!
Oh, Christ.
Now you sound Australian! You stupid! What's going on? I'm a white woman! I'm a white woman! And I'm in charge of the country. I'm president of my own cunt. I'm president of my own cunt. I'm gonna party in your house. I'm having a party.
All right.
I'll kill you.
Get out of here.
You wanna have sex with me?
No.
I'll have sex with you. I'm having a party.
All right, get out of here.
No, you're not. You want my tit? I'm having a party. Having a party. Tournament of Laughs. Kiss my ass. Tournament of Laughs. Kiss my ass. Tournament of Laughs. Kiss my ass.
Get it. Attack.
Ah! You mongrel.
Sick 'em.
You mongrel. Yeah. You beast.
All right, now you get out of here.
Hey, Tournament of Laughs! Kiss my ass! How about that?
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. To not put that on the air, to deny the effort that went into that, to me, is criminal. Completely criminal. And I am a little disappointed